Hey guys, it is your girl Jade Ashley, and I want to welcome you back to an all new video of When the Beat Drops. And like always, you know I'm here to give you my 5 hottest beats in music of this week, so of course you know you gotta stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week's beats. And first and foremost, if you've watched me for a minute or whatever, then you guys probably recognize this backdrop. It's not a backdrop technically, but I'm in my room. I'm not in front of my green screen or whatever. We just gonna throw it back because we just throwing it back because I feel like it for this video. But yeah, I know I usually say for this week or whatever, but technically I'm recording on a Monday, so it's kind of for last week, but I wanted to kind of wait to do this video just because I wanted the Soul Train Awards to go by, which happened yesterday on Sunday, which was November 17th. Today is Monday the 18th, but whatever, it's okay. I still have a lot of things in music that I want to talk about, so we're just gonna get into these beats. I'm gonna let y'all know my thoughts, y'all gonna let me know y'all thoughts, and we just gonna do the thing like we usually do it. All right, so like I said, I wanted to wait for the Soul Train Awards to go by, and it happened yesterday on Sunday, so that is going to be my first beat of this week. That was the whole reason why this whole video was delayed or whatever. But I think I've mentioned this on my channel before. If I haven't, or if you've watched me, you've probably heard me say that the Soul Train Awards is definitely one of my favorite award shows to go down each year, and I believe it's like one of the last few award shows that happens in the year before like award season starts all over again at the top of the year and stuff like that. But one of the reasons why I absolutely love the Soul Train Awards is because I kind of feel like it's one of the very few award shows, that's for black people strictly, 2, because I kind of feel like I said, they honor real artists, so you know the performances is going to be amazing. You know, the people that are nominated, like, you can agree that they are well deserving, to the point that sometimes it's even hard to choose which artist you hope wins, because you know all of the artists within that category are just like so amazing, so bomb. And yeah, so Soul Train Awards is always, you know, one of my favorites. Hopefully, God willing, let me put it in the universe that one day I'll be able to go to the Soul Train Awards, you know, host a carpet, do interviews and all this other good stuff. But until then, we will be sitting here talking about it right here on When the Beat Drops. So my first note that I have from the Soul Train Awards is H.E.R. So H.E.R. got the first award of the night at the top of the show, which was I believe like the best R&B / soul female singer, something like that. That was like the first award that was given out. And like I said, everyone in that category was so amazing, so it's kind of like whoever wins, you're happy for them anyway, because you know they're well deserving, they put out great music and stuff. And you know that was a situation with her, and her name is H.E.R. But yeah, that was a situation with her. And one reason why I wanted to talk about her particularly winning this award is just because she had an important message that I could not agree with any, like, I was so here for the message that she had within her acceptance speech. And pretty much she was just saying that, you know, in order for you to enjoy or even want to do music today, you got to know your history. You got to know the artists that came before you. And I've said plenty of times, I'm the type of person that I listen to WBLS, so I listen to the old school records as much as I listen to the new school records. I'm the type of person, I love documentaries, I love, you know, Unsung, all of this other stuff, because I love to learn about my music history. So I could not agree with her anymore. And it's her, but you know, I agree with that statement. I agree with that. Like, I'm always here to learn about what went down in, you know, the 60s, Motown day, like anything music related. If I can learn about it, and you know, it can help me appreciate music nowadays, I love it. Because you know how many times I listen to WBLS, they'll play a record, and like to this day I'm still learning. I'm like, oh shit, I did not know that record was like a sample. Like, I like stuff like that. That's one of the most amazing things that I love about music. So I'm glad she won. But on top of that, I feel like that her message, especially for the people who are in love with music, was nail on the head. Exactly, you know, how I feel when it comes to music. But aside from that, K. Michelle, she did her first televised performance of her latest record, The Rain, which is for her upcoming album, which is All Monsters Are Human. Right now, she is on her OSD, over some tour. But yeah, she just started the tour actually, I believe, last week. And then you know, she performed the record at the Soul Train Awards, first televised performance, like I said. And I absolutely loved it. The last video, I let y'all know that was my song. I was serious when I said that. Like, listened to it repeatedly, and just to see her, I guess, like, getting back to the music and stuff. I know, like, a lot of other things kind of like overshadow her, but to know that, you know, she's on tour right now, she got a new album coming out, she got a new record. I hear the record on the radio, so the record is getting the radio play, and then just to see her at the Soul Train Awards and stuff like that. When I mentioned the record the last video, you know, I talked about how she talked about, oh, you know, thank you so much to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and, you know, New Edition for letting me sample, you know, Can You Stand the Rain? And then ironically, you know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were being awarded with the Legend Award, you know, that night, last night to be exact. So I thought her performance was great. I loved how because I listened to the song a lot, I kind of already know kind of like the riffs and the runs and all of this other stuff. So I like that she actually showcased her vocals. So it was kind of like, you know, a certain run or a certain riff that I'm used to hearing at a specific part of the song was a little bit different. You know, just the little things that, you know, artists switch up within their performances to kind of let you know that they really performing and stuff like that. So I thought she had an amazing performance, which was funny to me on social media. A lot of people, I guess, who weren't aware of the song, they was like, I know K. Michelle didn't take a New Edition song and change it for something about love, change it from something that was about love and made it about her coochie. But besides the fact, that's still my song regardless. Like, it's a dope song. So if y'all didn't hear it, if y'all don't know it, y'all need to know it, because that's my shit. But other than that, like I mentioned, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were two of the honorees of that night. They were honored with the Legends Award, and the tribute to them was split up into two. So basically, it was split up into the slow jams portion, and then you know, the more up tempo and stuff like that. So they did the slow jams portion first, and the first, you know, people to ever grace the stage to honor them was Boyz II Men. And Boyz II Men, they sung what was it, Tender Love, and then they sung their song, which is Down on Bended Knee. When I tell you I was getting my life, I was just sitting here getting my life, and I was just like, yes, 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 yes. It was just like, I don't, like, when you just know good classic records, and then like it just takes you away. Like, that's why I said I really want to be at the Soul Train Awards one day, because I just know, like I said, it's one of my favorite award shows. And you know, like when you be sitting the camera pan to like the audience and you just see people dancing and sing, I would be one of those people. Like, you would see me like getting my entire life. So I was getting my entire life from the slow jams portion. Stokely Williams from Mint Condition, he was there as well. You know, he performed Pretty Brown Eyes. Like, the whole thing was just amazing. And then it ended, and then I was just like, y'all really thought that was enough for the slow jams portion? Like, I'm assuming that's all the people that they could have gotten, you know, to do that portion or whatever. But I just wanted more, but I knew more was coming because, like I said, they split it up into two. But other than that, I need to talk about Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Adams, she was honored with the Lady of Soul Award. Now, at first, I was a little bit confused because we know Yolanda Adams does gospel, and then, you know, people like, you know, Faith Evans and them, they won it like previous years. I believe before Faith Evans, the year before was like SWV and stuff like that. So, you know, that's like R&B and everything. But then you go to Yolanda Adams, and then, you know, she has like gospel. So when I saw that Yolanda Adams was actually being honored with the Lady of Soul Award, I was a little bit confused. But regardless of her like being a gospel singer, her voice is soulful. And that's like the whole purpose of it. Soul Train wasn't. So, you know, like once you really think about it. So like once I really thought about it, and you know, I was like, Yolanda Adams, you know, she sings her face off. You know, she has so many classic gospel hits and stuff like that. And when she was just like tearing down the house, I was like, okay, I get it. I understand why it was this award and specifically that she was honored with. So she killed it. And what was funny to me was right after Yolanda Adams' performance, the next performance was actually Luke James, Ro James, and BJ the Chicago Kid. Now, me just hearing them three performing together had me like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to get my life. And I was here for the performance. I loved it and everything. But then it kind of dawned on me. I was like, I know they did not have a performance with all this bumping and grinding right after Yolanda Adams. Somebody was like, I know we did not just go from church to the club. That's literally exactly what it was like. Like, I was like, I don't know. Did y'all, like, maybe we could have gave another award and then did them or something. I don't know. That was just one thing I kind of realized. But aside from that, Queen Naija, she performed her new record, Good Morning Text. I briefly mentioned it before. I said I wasn't really feeling it like when it first came out. It's growing on me. Still not one of my favorite Queen Naija songs, but I will say I'm extremely proud of Queen. You know, with Queen being a YouTuber and stuff like that, you kind of get to see, you know, more of her life than you would the average celebrity and stuff like that. So to kind of know the things that she's fought through, the kind of things like she's overcome and stuff like that, and just to like watch her live for her dreams and stuff. So, you know, last year she was part of the Soul Cypher, but now she's on the main stage performing her own record. So she looked good, she sounded good, and I was just proud to, you know, see, you know, Queen be on that stage and just see that her star continues to rise regardless of the fact. You know, I like to see people do good. You know, there's people out there that don't like to see people do good, but I'm not one of those people. I was really choking though. But other than that, that wasn't shade to anybody. I'm just letting y'all know, like, I really was just joking. But real life, for real. But like I said, Queen was in the Soul Cypher last year, but this year's Soul Cypher, as always, is hosted by Erykah Badu. And this year we had Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas, he came back because, you know, he was at the Soul Train Awards last year when he performed with Faith Evans when she was being honored and stuff like that, and she did her performance. So Carl Thomas, he came back for the second year in a row. You had Leandra Johnson, you know, Sunday Best. If y'all want to hear some real singing, I don't know if BET still has it, but watch BET on a Sunday and you won't get that real singing, okay? So Leandra Johnson, Sunday Best winner. We had Keisha Cole. You know, Keisha, she got a new, I think her show come on tonight if I'm not mistaken. She got a new show, new family, so, you know, she's kind of like back in the limelight and stuff like that. And Anthony Hamilton. And am I forgetting anybody? No. Yeah, and Anthony Hamilton. So, you know, those are the OGs. I was like, last year, you know, they kind of, you know, did the new school or whatever, and then, you know, like Kelly Price was kind of like the OG in the group or whatever, but they got all the OGs. They was like, we're gonna make it all OGs this year and stuff. So when you get the real singers, it was just like real dope. It was real good. Not a critique whatsoever, especially because I can't sing. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the second portion of the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis tribute, which I think was obviously the major highlight of the show. So we had Sounds of Blackness performing Optimistic, SOS Band. Like I said, learn your music history. And it's like, even if you don't know your music history, when you go to like the family barbecues, the family functions, and they play those old school records, and then, you know, the older people be like, I don't know nothing about this. And eventually when you get older and you do learn about it, you know, so it's just like, even songs y'all should just like know. So you got SOS Band that just did Just Be Good to Me and Tell Me If You Still Care. Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal. Alexander O'Neal, he looked different. But like I said, I like, you know, watching these shows and documentaries and stuff. So I've seen their unsungs and all of this other stuff. So that's how I learned about them. And that's how I knew who they were and stuff like that. So to see them and, you know, they were on stage. You sat here, you had Morris Day. I was sitting there like, Morris Day, after all of these years, he's still out here spiffy. He's still out here clean and all of this other stuff. So it was just really good. I remember I was tweeting during the award show, and I said, it's times like this where I realize that I don't deserve this generation. I don't deserve to be here at this time. Like, for me, I kind of feel like I should have been born like 30 years ago versus 94. And, you know, like, I was just born in the wrong generation because I just love the throwbacks. But overall, I absolutely love the Soul Train Awards. It didn't disappoint. Every year is always entertaining. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so if you've seen the 2019 Soul Train Awards and you enjoyed it, you didn't enjoy it, what was your favorite part, whatever, you know, comment below and let me know. Other than that, we're going to move on to my second beat of this week, and I have to talk about Tory Lanez Chixtape 5. Now, let me go to the album in my Apple Music just real quick, just because we got to get through this right here. But when I heard that Tory Lanez was dropping another Chixtape, I was extremely excited about it, only just for the simple fact that obviously it's the fifth one, so he has more than, you know, 4 prior to this. So if you heard any of his Chixtapes before, you know that these are the mixtapes. It was always, I don't know if it's considered an album now, because, you know, streaming is kind of a little bit different, definitely compared to when he dropped the last one, because when he used to drop the Chixtapes and stuff like that, you used to go to like the websites like that Piff and everything, where people you do like the mixtapes, and they used to have like the free download links, versus now where you have like Apple Music. So like literally I have the mixtape on Apple Music. Like I didn't have to, you know, search it or go to like a website that does like the mixtapes and then, you know, download it that way. So I don't know like how that kind of plays out on the business end or like the streaming numbers end. Like, I don't know exactly how it plays out, but like I was saying, if you've heard any of his other previous, you know, Chixtapes, then you know these are the mixtapes that he, you know, takes these classic records, flips them, remixes them, and makes them his own. And he does an amazing job at that. I don't know if y'all remember me saying this. I remember me saying it, but you know, I kind of crowned him like, you know, the king of like remixing and shit like that. Last Chixtape, I lost it when he sat here and he did the Proud Family. Like when he literally took the Proud Family theme song and he flipped it and made it his own song. So right then and there, I was kind of like, you got it. You got the title. You good, bro. You good. So when I heard that he was having another Chixtape coming out, I was absolutely, you know, excited for it. I couldn't wait because, like I said, he's good at this stuff. So, Chixtape dropped last week, Friday, the 15th. It's only been, what, like 3-4 days or whatever. But, I finally, like, listened to, like, the whole project straight through, like, over the weekend. And I like it, but there's, like, a certain portion of the mixtape that I'm just, like, feeling. Like, that's, like, that whole portion is just, like, you know, my shit. And, you know, this, he has kind of, like, you know, the dialogue or, like, the skits, I should say. So, you know, he's messing with the girl Jalissa, and then you know, she not really feeling him, he not really feeling her. Then she got the friend, she used the friend to set him up, then the friend actually really started feeling him. Like, you know, it's just like the dialogues from like mixtapes and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the I guess you can say scenario or synopsis of this mixtape. And then, you know, he has like the different songs and stuff like that. So one of the ones that he dropped prior to the mixtape officially coming out was the Jerry Springer, which was him remixing T-Pain's I'm Sprung. And one thing that's also different is that the artists that he kind of remixes and stuff like that, he has them featured on the, you know, track with him, and you know, it just makes it like even better. So yeah, you know, Beauty and the Benz, you know, that's Snoop Dogg, Beautiful, I just want you to know. Flip that, got Snoop on it. The Take, which is Chris Brown's Take You Down, he got Chris Brown on that. And yeah, but what I will say is tracks 10 through 18 are my favorite. So H.E.R. is him flipping Pretty Ricky's "You Got New Shoes on My Ride." Your Body, that's the name of the song, Your Body. So this is not the first Pretty Ricky one. He did the Grind on Me last mixtape, which is dope as well. But yeah, so H.E.R. is him flipping Pretty Ricky's Your Body. Love it, absolutely love it. Then you get The Best of You, which is, you know, Maya. And he has Maya on it with him. And then it kind of slits into the skit where, you know, he kind of found out that the girls was playing him and all of this other stuff. Then it kind of goes into like the emotional songs and stuff. So he has The Cry, which is Mario's Crying Out For Me featuring Mario. Then he has Still Waiting with Trey Songz, A Fool's Tale. He has Thoughts with Lloyd and Lil Wayne, which is, you know, You. I think that's 5-2, that one. And then If You Gotta Be, Fabulous, that's my favorite. I love them all, but I think that's my favorite. And then Room 112. So then he has Slim from 112. And like, he's good at this shit. Like I've said it before and I'll say it again, he's good at this shit. I absolutely love it. I've been listening to it repeatedly, like I'm sure many people have. You know, like usually when you go on social media and you like look at people's like Instagram stories and stuff, they kind of put like the music that they feeling right now and all this other stuff. They start quoting, you know, the songs in their captions and all of this. So I'm here for Chixtape 5. And my only question that I had after listening to this entire mixtape was, when are we going to get 6? Because the way the mixtape ends, if you didn't hear it now, I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for you. But like I said, the girl played him, you know, he sent her a note and all of this other stuff. And then he was like, you know, if you didn't hurt me, then I wouldn't be able to give you this. And it's Chixtape 6. And I know Tory makes a lot of music and I know he sits on music. So hopefully it's not a long time before we get the next one. More than a year. Because it's been more than a year since Chixtape 4. Just saying. But I love it. Love the project. If you listen to it, let me know your thoughts about the project below. But other than that, we're going to move on to my third beat of this week. And this was also news from last week, obviously, whatever, because, you know, I kind of like delayed the video, whatever. But I need y'all to still watch it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Give this video a thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, but moving on to my third beat, like I said, in my third beat of this week, I want to talk about Summer Walker. So last week, Summer Walker announced that she's pretty much going to be cutting her current tour short. Summer has been going through a lot, I kind of feel like, social media wise. Obviously, we know her new album, Over It, has been out for like a month now. You know, she broke records. I think she had like the biggest like R&B album from like a solo artist in like, you know, umpteen amount of years. And, you know, she's just been doing a damn thing musically, but I just kind of feel like the fame side of it hasn't just kind of like connected. And I've met her in person, like I've mentioned before, so I kind of get her vibe. So, you know, she's not really like a rah-rah out there, hey, I want attention type of person. You know, she kind of seems like a little bit more closed off, a little bit more to herself. And this is the kind of stuff, you know, she said, you know, she has like social anxiety. She's kind of like an introvert and all of this other stuff, which I absolutely agree if you ever meet her in person. But me as a member of the media, you know, I kind of feel like maybe there's a reason why I kind of got that vibe from her. But other than that, she was like, you know, really nice girl, really cool and stuff. But I kind of like understand. So like, I personally don't have social anxiety, but because I kind of got a vibe from her, I can say, yeah, she's really like that. So it's kind of like, why attack her for that? So, you know, a lot of people with the tour that she's on, she does like meet and greets. And I guess because, you know, she's more kind of like closed off into herself, the vibe that I probably picked up from her, that other people are probably picking up when they do these meet and greets and stuff like that, they kind of run to social media and they complain about it, and they be like, she wasn't excited, or she didn't even look like she was happy to be there, and this and that. And, you know, just kind of like a lot of judgment. And, you know, like, even like little things, like I seen like she's kind of like opened up more as far as like being on social media. She has a relationship on social media. She'll tell, you know, people she likes to bathe out of a bowl or whatever. And it's just like little shit nicking and picking. And me personally, I spend a lot of time on social media, and I'm starting to really hate social media. So like, even to me, social media is kind of like getting to me, and I don't really want to fuck with it if I don't have to. So to know that, you know, a lot of the success that comes with her music comes with, you know, just the way the world works now, being on social media, having to be out there in the limelight and all this other stuff, having to be in people's faces and stuff. And it's just not a good mixture for her. And I understand her. And it's like a lot of people that's just kind of like judging her and just coming at her. And it's kind of like, I need y'all to chill. I need y'all to just leave Summer alone. Let her be her talented self. Stop judging her for other things. Stop, you know, just being extra, because, you know, God forbid something happens because y'all want to act like assholes. Like, just chill. Like, she's a talented girl. Just let her be talented. Let her do her music and let her mind her business. So, it's just crazy. And, you know, I talked about the Soul Train Awards. So, you know, last night she won Best New Artist, and she did her acceptance speech. I will say the acceptance speech was a little bit awkward for my end, but at the same time, that's who she is. So, I mean, let her be who she is. So, you know, you can tell that she was nervous. You can tell that she didn't know what to say, and she just kept it short and simple, and she sounded so sweet and innocent. And then she just went to the back, and like, people were kind of like just, you know, basically bullying her for having social anxiety. Like, what the fuck? So why niggas don't want to talk to y'all? Like, damn. So pretty much I get why she, you know, cut it. Mental health, I think the older you get, and I'm starting to realize this myself, that shit is real. That shit is it's really real. And I think people need to definitely take it more seriously. I think people need to be more compassionate, more understanding, less harsh, and yeah. So Summer, I highly doubt that you'll ever see this, but just know that aside from you being an amazing singer, having amazing, you know, talent and stuff like that, I sympathize with you. I understand you, and I'm just sending you all the love and support because, you know, I get it, sis. I get it. Okay. But we will move on to my fourth beat of this week. Now, this is actually literally a whole week old, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I need beats to talk about. And like I said, this video is delayed. And my fourth beat of this week, I am talking about Drake getting booed off the stage last weekend at Tyler the Creator's, I think what is it, the Camp Flog Gino, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know where the name comes from. I've heard of the festival before, but I've never cared to actually like really pronounce it or whatever. But yeah, Drake, he performed there and Tyler's fans booed him. And it's just kind of like, when I woke up and I seen it, I said, how and why the hell did this happen? Like, it's Drake. Like, that's Drake. Like, literally, people go crazy for Drake. And for whatever reason, these kids was not having it. And it's like, as I was learning more, reading more, reporting more, basically what he was doing, I guess this year, there was a secret headliner. So they didn't know who was headlining the last night of this this festival. Some way, somehow, it started going around that Frank Ocean was the secret headliner. So Drake comes out on stage, and once they kind of realized that it's Drake that's the secret headliner and Frank is not coming out, all shit went haywire. I did see videos where, you know, people were excited, people were singing and cheering and stuff, but I think when it clicked in their minds that Frank Ocean wasn't coming out and Drake was on stage longer than they expected him to be, it was kind of like, boo, we want Frank. And Frank Ocean is somewhere quiet as hell, minding his damn business. He pops up every 15 to 20 years, drops some music, and then he just, you know, that's pretty much what goes on with him. And yeah, so I think I can understand the excitement, just because, like I said, Frank Ocean is not really out there like that. But also at the same time, my nigga, this Drake, okay? That is Aubrey, okay? Like, come on. Like, he has hits on top of hits. And shit, I would be excited to see Drake if you ask me. I've never seen Drake in my life. I've never seen Drake performance. I've never met Drake. I would love to see Drake. And they had the opportunity to do it, and they little ungrateful asses sat there and booed him. And, you know, Drake, he has a really good sense of humor. So, like, even after, you know, it kind of marinated that he got booed on stage and everyone was talking about it, you know, took to his social media, and he was just kind of like, I just got word that I got a, you know, 30-year residency at the festival, so I'm gonna see y'all till y'all like 50 or whatever he said. So like, it was funny. He had like a funny response to it and stuff like that. But they was bonkers. Like, it was crazy. Like, how do you boo Drake? I don't get it. I don't know. But moving on to my last beat of this week, kind of ties right back in. You see, even though it was kind of like a, you know, late week or whatever, you know, everything kind of ties back into stuff being more recent. So like I said, you know, Social Awards happened yesterday, and you know, things happen after Social Awards and stuff like that. So my last beat for this week, one thing I do want to talk about is Miss Ari Lennox, who is another amazing talent. I won't even tell y'all I met her. I met her, but I'm not gonna tell y'all I met her. So she's very nice. But yeah, so she was nominated this year. See, like I said, Social Awards, for real artists, for singers, you know, categories are always crazy to the point that, you know, it's kind of hard to pick and choose who you want to win. And it's like, even when whoever wins in that category, you know, they're deserving of it and whatever. So Ari Lennox, she was actually there last night. She presented on stage. She looked amazing. I was like, yes, sis, yes. But today, Monday, she took to social media and she just pretty much kind of expressed her disappointment about her not walking away with a award. If you guys didn't know, back in May, she released her debut album, Shea Butter Baby. And, you know, she has so many great, you know, records and stuff like that. You know, she's a Dreamville affiliate. And, you know, so she has, like, you know, people like J. Cole and stuff like that in her corner. And she released an amazing body of work. Extremely talented. Never heard her sing. You have to. Like, she's an amazing singer. One thing I love about her is that I love her personality. I remember one time there was a video, she was actually on live and she was singing Denise Williams. Then she was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop because I'm drunk right now. Like, so, like, it's just, you know, I just like love people's, like, I don't care type of, like, you know, personalities and stuff. I think if, you know, her and I would actually, like, I think we would be really great friends. But yeah, so she went to social media. She just pretty much expressed her disappointment of her not winning. I know she was nominated for the, like, best soul / R&B singer, the award that went to her that I had mentioned. I believe she got nominated for best mixtape / album of the year. That ended up going to Lizzo. Lizzo had a really big year. And then she was also nominated for Best Collaboration with J. Cole for Shea Better Baby. And that went to Drake and Chris Brown for No Guidance. Like I said, it's like kind of like, you know, these are really good categories. So it's like, even you hear me say the winners, you know, and not that she doesn't think that these people are undeserving, but it just could be just like a little discouraging. So I'm going to just read what she said. So she said, She said, Shea Butter Baby will always be special. I made a soul album for black people. I made my album for black people. LOL. I just don't understand at all, actually, but cool. I want this shit way more than it wants me. I'm learning I have to stop caring. I felt that right there. I want this shit way more than it wants me. That spoke to me. When Ari said, I want this shit way more than it wants me, I felt that. That's what I'm going through. I want this shit way more than it wants me, and I'm struggling right now. I'm giving it my all. I'm trying not to give up. I want this shit way more than it wants me. Ignore the fact I got a missing nail. I want this shit way more than it wants me. I felt that in my soul. I really understood. I understood her right there. I understood her. But aside from that, I'm learning I have to stop caring. I haven't made it to that point yet. That lesson plan didn't come across my desk just yet. But she said a soul album. You know, this is Soul Train Awards. But yeah, I'm hurt. I'm not built for things. I'm not built for these things. LMFAO. So I just want to, like I said, the same thing. I'm sure Ari will never see this video the way Summer won't see this video. But I just want to extend my love and support and just let you know that I understand you. I get you. Please don't be discouraged. Please continue to keep on going, regardless of the fact. If I had the secret formula, if I knew, obviously I would, you know, kind of like let you guys know and stuff like that. But I feel like even just being in the conversation, even being recognized and being considered is just, I'm not an artist, but I would imagine just having that nomination, because it would have been a whole different story if she never even got nominated. But 3 nominations and just the recognition, just let you know that you're moving in the right direction. This debut album. Just keep on pushing. You never know. Whatever records you drop this upcoming year, next year, November, you could finally walk away with the Soul Train Award. So just the simple fact that she was recognized and even nominated with this debut album should just let her know that she's moving in the right direction. Absolutely love her. Like I said, love her personality, love her talent, and yeah, I just hope that she feels better. So those are my 5 hot beats of this week. Okay guys, so I want to thank you for tuning into this week's video, and of course, you know I have to end every single video by reminding you guys to comment, like, subscribe, and share. It would greatly be appreciated. Now y'all know I cannot leave y'all without giving y'all my song of the week, and like I told y'all, Tory Lanez, Chixtape 5, absolutely love it. But my song of the week is gonna have to go to him and Fabulous for If You Gotta Go, which is, you know, a play on Fabulous song Can't Let You Go. And like I said, I absolutely love the mixtape, but that second half, after, you know, the girls get caught with, you know, trying to trip him up or whatever, that whole second half, I told y'all, what was I said 10 through 18. Absolutely love it. But If You Gotta Go, Tory Lanez, Fabulous, off of Chixtape 5, my song of the week. Once again, I thank you guys for tuning in, and I will check y'all next time. So bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.